I've said a million times that I am so glad that I am not in the dating scene in the modern era. And I've been with my wife for 3 decades, and I can't imagine being in the 2026 dating scene for a few different reasons. One, I have a face like a catcher's mitt, and everything's digital these days. There is no meeting somebody at the bar where you could just turn on the charm. But secondly, people just are dicks. I mean, I would imagine that if I'm reading a profile of somebody on a dating app, I'm going to go boom, 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 boom. Okay, okay, okay. This is a no go for her. And I need this. So right there, she's gone. But no, there are guys out there that are still assholes, I guess. Watch this.
I hate people right now. I just left my date at the table, like literally mid-date. I just left them. I don't even care. Honestly, I'm so sick of people. I don't even care anymore. Like, there's a part of me that kind of feels bad, but then there's a part of me that really doesn't. Well, basically what happened... Maybe I should move. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I wanted to move my car. It's raining and I didn't want to take up a good parking spot. So basically what had happened was we matched on Hinge, which is the first problem. My non-negotiables are literally listed out on my Hinge. If you voted for Trump, if you're super religious, if you have children, if you want children in the future, everything says do not swipe on me. Every time I match with somebody before I go on a date with them, I make us have a phone call and I reiterate every single thing that's on my Hinge profile because it's 2026. People don't read. So I had already reiterated and gone over all this information prior to us even meeting up. So we meet up, we're waiting for our food, everything's going good. While we're waiting for our food, it gets brought up about kids. And he's like, oh, I have something to tell you. And he's like, this is so funny. He's like, I actually have a kid. I'm like, beg your finest pardon? What do you mean by that? He's like, yeah, I have a whole child. So why didn't you tell me that? Because on your profile, it doesn't say. And on the phone call that we had, he literally did not acknowledge the fact that he has a child. So I already know at that immediate moment, we're not ever going to see each other again. Like, the second I walk out, I'm ghosting you. But then I'm sitting there and he's trying to explain himself. He's trying to justify it. And his main justification is that had he told me that he had a child, I wouldn't have showed up on this date.
Yeah.
So that in itself kind of pissed me off. The fact that you know it and you said it, not like he came from a place, it's a tough conversation to have, or like, I don't know, like he could have made it something like a little bit more deep. But the simple fact is that he just said, you wouldn't have shown up on this date. Right, because it's almost as if that's my boundary. I'm pissed off. I get up from the table. I'm like, let me go to the bathroom. I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm sick of it. I don't have that many F's to give in life anymore when it comes to dating. And I'm just thinking to myself, and I'm like, you know what, Amanda? Like, why are you going to go back to the table? For what? I'm just going to start leaving dates at the table. I don't care. The moment you make me uncomfortable, the moment you say something you shouldn't have, the moment that you lied to me, or the moment that I know you're lying to me, I'm just going to walk away from you. So I came out of the bathroom, I ran into our waiter, and I said, hey, can I get my check? I was like, I don't need the food, but can I just have my check? I want to leave. I'm just asking for my check. So I sat back at the table. I didn't say anything. I waited for the waiter to come over. As soon as the waiter came over, I filled out my check. And he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm leaving. He was just like, what? Why? I said, I have a boundary and I have a boundary for reasons. And the fact that you didn't respect it and the fact that you lied to me is a done deal. And he was like, are you really about to get up from this table? Yes. Yes, I am. 100%. I'm over it. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't have another F to give when it comes to dating. And I encourage every woman to start doing it too.
Now, there are going to be men and maybe even some women that are going to go, well, she's in the wrong for not even hearing this guy out because he's got a kid. He might be the best guy in the world. Doesn't matter. One of her non-negotiables is I don't want to be with somebody who has a kid and I don't want kids. That's where she stands, and she's not hiding it. I've heard horror stories about this Hinge. I am so glad I do not live in the dating scene in today's day and age. I once met a woman on a like a radio show dating thing where you call in and you create a profile. we matched. Went to I think it was like Denny's or IHOP or some shit like that. She's where she wanted to be, and I met her there. She was already there, and she flat out said to me at the table, she's like, "I got X number of kids. I want another one." What? I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm not interested in a boyfriend. I'm not interested in a husband. I'm interested in having another kid. Okay. Bye. And I thought that was crazy. I'll have to reiterate the story. I'll tell you the story in another video about the woman in the wheelchair.